If I could start all over again on Instagram, what would I do and how would I do it to get to 10,000 followers? Stick around because I'm gonna show you how. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am your host, Jennifer Marilla. This YouTube channel is for entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants, and online service providers who are looking to grow their business online. If that's right up your alley, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to get my videos every single week. Now, I'm excited to talk to you guys today about if I had to do it all over again and get 10,000 followers, how would I do it? What would be my strategy now knowing what I know about Instagram? I've been on Instagram for ages, literally ages. What would I do? Now, the first thing I want to say is I would start by getting super clear on who I want to target. And I would have done things differently about really looking into where I wanted to be with Instagram, who I wanted to become, and what I wanted to be known as an authority in my space, in whatever niche or industry that I wanted to be an expert in before I started anything, right? So I'd go to a clean page, I'd turn my account into a business or a creator account, whatever you prefer. It really doesn't matter. There really isn't much of a difference. Basically, what I would do is I would then get clear on the end goal, right? Like, how do I want to be? Who do I want to be seen for? And the type of content I want to produce, right? The next thing I would get really clear on is I would do my research on people in my industry, in my niche, who I really admired and who I wanted to potentially become. Now, let's make it clear. We do not copy here. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about looking at your competitors, looking at the people in your industry and doing an analysis, right? A marketing analysis about who they target, how they're targeting them, what are the products that they're selling, how they're selling them, and then also the context in which they are delivering content. Are they posting reels? Are they doing carousels? Like, what are they reaching more of? Are they doing more trends? Are they verbally talking direct to camera and like teaching and adding value and all the things, right? Because all of those things will make evidently a really important strategy for your growth on Instagram, right? So I was starting all over again. Those were the two places that I would start. Now, I'm gonna walk you through each of these steps, so don't forget. But if you are interested in learning more about what to sell and how to sell on Instagram, check out this video here where I talk about creating digital products and the type of digital products you can create for your business. Okay, back to basics. Once I've come to that full conclusion of like who I am, what I want to become, and like start to work backwards. So I would get really clear on the bio and the photo that I'm going to use. Now you want to make sure that the photo that you're going to have is going to be super clear. You can see your face. Like the one that I have in my profile is absolutely perfect. You do not want a photo of your logo. You do not want a photo of your dog or your cat or a unicorn. Like, no. The company is about you. I would just put a photo of you and make sure it's a professional photo. Don't take a selfie where the camera's like all the way down here. No guys, like we want a visual photo. People want to know that it's you and it's not spam, okay? The second thing I would get clear on is the bio, right? So this section of your Instagram is the most valuable because it's the most SEO focused, which means that if somebody were to Google and wanted to find, let's say, a fitness coach or a health nutritionist or whatever, if that doesn't say it in your title, the chances of you being found via Google is very slim. And it's such an opportunity that people just completely misconstrued, right? So I wanna make sure that you have your clear name, you have exactly what you do, and then you want the I help statement. I want you to think of your bio as your front cover of your book, right? So if someone is looking for you, I want them to get on your page and be able to find you and understand like, oh, this is exactly what I'm gonna learn from them, right? So on my bio, I have a clear understanding of exactly who I work for and what I do for people. And that's exactly what you should put on your bio, right? Now, if you have more room, you could put some credibility, you could put your location. One of the things I despise the most is when people make up hashtags. You do not need to make up hashtags. Like, guys, unless you're Nike or McDonald's, nobody really cares about your hashtags. Because hashtags are so big right now that there's really no point in making up your own hashtag, so it isn't necessary. If you have a podcast or you have a YouTube channel, you can go ahead and put the handle on there. I wouldn't put the YouTube channel, you can put the podcast if you have an Instagram handle for the podcast. If you have a personal Instagram and you wanna reference people to let them know, hey, I am the same person, you could totally put that too. But you also wanna make sure that the most important thing you have on the bottom is a way that people can interact with you, right? Remember, you're talking about creating a business, and if you wanna go from 0 to 10,000, it's not so much about your followers, and we'll get to that in a second, but it's really about converting those followers into potential clients. So how do you do that? How do you build a relationship? You shouldn't rely solely on social media. It is really, really dangerous. So having a call to action, whether it's to book a call or download your freebie, or digital product or whatever it is that you have, you should just point them into that direction, like I have here in my bio, where I send people to my free 6-figure CEO masterclass. Cool? All right. Now, after you've done that, what I want you to really think about is, what is the goal of your Instagram account, right? People don't talk about this, right? So we know you want to get 10,000 followers, but would you rather have 10,000 followers that don't interact, or would you rather have 5,000 followers that interact and buy from you, right? I'd rather have 5,000 followers that interact and buy from me. So how do you build quality leads? How do you build a quality Instagram account? Easy. You create a call to action and you add value, which leads me to the next thing I want you guys to do, which is to really plan out your content. Now, I use ClickUp in order to organize my content and all the things. If you guys are interested in a step-by-step social media strategy, check out my next video next week where I actually share exactly what I do to create social media content. So you don't want to make sure you miss out on that. But basically, I would plan out 3 weeks of content. I wouldn't do more than 3 weeks, simply because, and let me make this clear, if you are doing Reels, right, which everybody knows that if you're jumping on brand new Instagram, you want to jump on Reels. I would probably do, for every 4 Reels, I would do like 1 carousel or something like that. But really just try to aim for as many Reels as possible. I would do a minimum of 3 to 4 times a week if I'm looking to grow and add value. I would add a lot of value content. Now, on top of me consistently posting, I would also use a strategy for Instagram stories, so that I'm also at the same time not only posting, but also being on stories and interacting with people. I would poll my audience, I would talk to my audience, all of the things. All those things are really important. It's not about just doing one strategy and then crossing your fingers in hopes it works. That's not the way it works. Instagram wants you to spend time on the app. So remember, you want to spend as much time and plan things out. When you plan things out, it becomes a lot easier for you to show up, create content, and just provide a shit ton of value for your audience that they ultimately really need and could ultimately utilize, right? Like I said, I would rather 5,000 followers who follow me and potentially buy from me than 10,000 followers who do absolutely nothing, right? It's all about the quality of the followers and the quality of the people that are following you. So I would plan at least 3 weeks of content. I would use ClickUp to really organize how many times I'm gonna post, and that's how I would break it down. I would break it down by week, how many times I'm gonna post, and then I would just brain dump ideas based on my ideal client in the context in which I wanna show up my feed, right? So like I said, if I'm gonna post a minimum of 3 times a week, probably do 3 Reels, and then maybe the 4th one will be like a carousel or something like that. And I would go ahead and plan that. I would create the carousel on Canva, you guys. It's really easy. Now, the next thing I want to say that is really important that a lot of people get really stuck in is your Instagram feed and the aesthetics. Guys, it really doesn't matter. Yes, aesthetics are more eye-appealing, are more eye-catching from a marketing perspective to your consumers, but if it doesn't look perfect, I'd rather you take messy action and just get out there than sit on your Instagram content and like look on Canva and like wait to like have the perfect feed before posting. Like, I don't think none of it is necessary. Another thing that I will say that I know most people ask is like, should they post like a ton of posts before putting it out there at the same time so that people don't think it's spam? No, on the contrary. I would have 3 weeks of content prepared and ready to go, and I would either schedule it out, plan it in ClickUp, and then schedule out in Later. My company and we use later.com to push and schedule stuff out so it goes up consistently. But like I said, I would take advantage of 3 weeks so that I consistently would post, and that way people knew that I'm adding value while I'm also being on my stories. Got it? And like I said, I would not overthink content. Like, I would rather you guys take a messy action and just get shit done than sit there and think about the perfect feed and like what it looks like and all the things. Like, none of that is necessary. Once you know exactly who you're targeting and how you're going to target them, and then based on the research that you've done of your industry and what you think you can collaborate that really creates and brings out your own personality, because that's the most important thing, you guys. You don't want to copy, you want to be your own person. Instagram loves authenticity. So when you can show up and create content like that, that's like chef's kiss. It's fucking, excuse me, it's gold. So that's what you guys want to do. Now, the most important thing, like I said, is you create this whole Instagram account and you get 5,000, 10,000 followers, amazing. But would you rather consistency and loyalty and people that buy from you than people that just follow you? So this leads me to creating a lead magnet, right? You guys all know me. If you've been here for a long time, I'm all about really converting and creating that loyalty. Do not only stick with Instagram, because you're technically hurting yourself, right? Because you're relying on a social media platform to run your business versus creating that loyalty and that connection connection via email marketing with your client. So what you wanna do is you wanna have a type of lead magnet. Now, I know you're gonna ask me, well, I need to wait to create my Instagram account before I have my lead magnet ready to go. No, I want you to produce the content. And then when you're on stories and you're polling your audience and you're having communication and you're building that loyalty, I want you to begin to ask your audience over time, what do they want from you and how can you provide value? Maybe that looks like a freebie. Maybe that looks like an ebook, a checklist, templates, whatever. If you don't know what I'm talking about, click on this video here where I talk about all the digital products that you can create for your business. And I would utilize that type of lead magnet to bring people in. And yes, I would totally do it for free, at least the very first one if you're just starting an Instagram account, so that you can build that loyalty and you can create that trust with your audience, get them off Instagram into your email marketing list and create that communication. Got it? All right, you guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this is super helpful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to give me a comment below if you have any questions about what I've just shared with you today. If you want to know more, all those things. Don't forget to subscribe next week where I share my step-by-step strategy on how to create a social media strategy for your business. Till next time, my friends, have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye.